Hi guys. I still don't know what I'm doing when it comes to YouTube Live, but I hope you guys can hear me okay. Now I've got to figure out how to see the chat. All right, let's just give everybody a few minutes, hopefully, to come in and chat. It was kind of late notice because I kind of decided on a whim. Let's just do a live Debt Free Friday. I feel like it would be fun, something different to do. Let me see how I can get the chat box up. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing still, guys, but oh wait. A minute. Just here we go. Hi, good morning, Sissy Simone. I hope I'm saying your name right. If you guys can hear me, if you could just type a 1. Melanie, hi. Okay, perfect. This is awesome. Let me put my headphones in so I can hear myself. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Oh, hi, Toria. I'm really excited about this. Hold on one second, because there's like a little bit of a delay on my end. Okay, let me see here. Okay, that's better. Because it was like a delay. My glasses are like fogging up because I'm like nervous. I don't know why I speak in front of the camera to you guys every single week. And, it's like you guys are my friends, But anyway, yeah, I wanted to hop on here live. And let's just have a heart-to-heart, a heart-to-heart about money, about budgeting, really about anything you guys really want to talk about, just so that I can get to know you guys better, and we could just chat like girlfriends, because you guys, I consider all of you guys my girlfriends, like all of you, my online friends. But anyway, I basically wanted to actually talk to you guys about budgeting and what are some of your pain points when it comes to budgeting. Like, what are some of the things that you guys have issues with? I asked this question on my Facebook, in my Facebook group, which, by the way, you guys, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, join my Facebook group. The link is down below, because that's where I really like to talk to you guys on a daily basis. And I really want to start streaming live in there as well. But the link is in the description box. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about budgeting and what you guys really have an issue with. But what is the best way to save on monthly food budget? Hi, Kelsey. Okay, so, this was the number one, I think one of the number one issues in the Facebook group too. Everybody was saying how their grocery budget just gets out of hand. And I have been working on some things behind the scenes, guys, and I'm not ready to share yet, but I've been working on some really awesome things for you guys, huge, huge things. But I've been doing more and more research about this, because I feel like this is a big pain point for not just you guys, but for me too, because there are some months where I feel like I'm doing good on the grocery budget, or at least I thought I was doing good. And then when I go back to reconcile, I'm like, what the crap? Like, we overspend on groceries, and then we also overspend on eating out, because that's really my pain point, is eating out. And when you do both of those, where you're spending a lot of money on groceries and then a lot of money on eating out, it's like, well, what the heck are you doing here but wasting a bunch of money? So I understand that, and I'm working on something for that. I want to give you guys actionable steps, not just, oh, use cash, because I mean, really, that is really what helps, with using cash. But I want to work on something a little bit more detailed for you guys. I'll probably do a whole separate video on that. Let's see. Trouble not going over budget amount. And you know what, guys, honestly, that was from the Precious Gem. Hi, good morning. Honestly, guys, that is a pain point for everybody. You're not alone, okay? And it really goes back. It's more than just taking the cash out and using the cash. There's so many emotions that go into managing your money and falling in love with your budget and staying on track. There's a lot of emotions that go behind that. And it's really about developing that money mindset, right? That's what I always talk about, having the right money mindset. Developing that is what will help you stay on track, because it will help you fall in love with your budget. And then what will help you fall in love with yourself more, because you've got to love yourself more in order to love your finances, because your finances are what will control your future. It controls your family, you know, and so that's got to be up there in high priority for you. And that's why a lot of times, you know, people will just say, oh, I want to go shopping because it'll make me feel better, or to fill a void, retail therapy. All those terms are just loosely used in, especially America. And that's what I'm trying to help you guys with, because it's a lot of emotions that go behind it. Good morning, Terry. I recently started the cash envelope system, and it's so hard for me to stay on budget. Well, like I said, I understand that too, but using cash definitely helps, because it's so much easier to just take your card out and just swipe, 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 swipe. But when you have that cash, it's like, do you really want to break that 20, you know, to buy that cup of Starbucks coffee? Or do you really want to break that 20 when you go to the Dollar Tree and you end up going for like one or two things, but you end up with a whole cart full of like 30 things? Do you really want to break those 20s? I know I never want to break a 20. And if I have $100 bill, I never want to break $100 bill. I don't know, it just feels good, like, to have like whole amounts. I could just be a weirdo though, but it feels good to have like that whole amount of money, right? Like, I don't want to break this 20, then I'll have like 5s and 1s and stuff. You know, I want to have whole amounts. Like, I want to have 10s, 20s, $100 bills. Emotional spending is one of my low points. How do you overcome? Hi life, Kel's way. Emotional spending is, you know, like I said, it goes back to why you are spending the way you're spending, right? Like, why do you feel like you need to go and spend money to make yourself feel better? I think once you answer that why, it's easier to overcome, because it depends on what your why is. I mean, are you unhappy in your marriage? Are you feeling a void? Or are you in an argument with someone? Or maybe your friends are stressing you out, or your kids are stressing you out. I mean, you've got to really understand what the why is. And once you understand the why, I think, like I said, it's easier for you to overcome. And then you can kind of make adjustments in your lifestyle to overcome that void, and not rely on emotional spending to make yourself feel better. Self-discipline is the hardest for me. Hi, Asia. Yeah, self-discipline is tough. And, you know, but honestly, it goes back to what your priorities are, you know, because to me, what you spend money on is a reflection of what you prioritize, right? So if you are spending money on your future, like saving and getting out of debt and stuff, that's a high priority to you. I mean, a lot of people say that that's a priority, like, you know, investing in your future. A lot of people say that that's a priority, but their expenses or the way that they utilize their money does not reflect that. Wanting to do the Dave Ramsey plan and have sinking funds at the same time. Hi, Tracy. Yes. Well, first of all, I want to say this. Dave Ramsey is awesome. I mean, he is one of the main, he's, if not the biggest motivator for people to get out of debt, for sure. Do I think his plan works? Yes, I do. Do I think it works when you follow it to a T? Absolutely. But do I think it works when you tweak it to kind of fit you and your family and what you're going through at the time? Absolutely. You know, and that's what I'm here to share and kind of teach, because, you know, we followed Dave Ramsey's plan, but I changed it for what was working for my family. And I feel like I did a good job at it. Like, we were successful with it. We still got out of debt. We still remained consumer debt free. And I think a lot of times with the Dave Ramsey plan, people, it's like it's a race. Like you're racing yourself. Like, I just want to be debt free. Let me just do everything I can to be debt free. I'm going to sell everything in my house to be debt free. We're literally going to eat beans every single day to be debt free. And see, that to me wasn't a sacrifice that I wanted to make, you know, because, you know, I was just getting ready to have Zara, my oldest, and I had to come up with something that was going to, for me and my husband to both be comfortable doing and still be able to get out of debt, you know. And so that's pretty much, you just have to change it so that it works for you and your family. Let's see. Good morning, Lucy. Eating out is a curse for me. Yes, I know, girl. Eating out, like seriously, it's like, and I don't know if it's because I'm a working mom. And if you guys agree, you know, type of one if you agree. But like sometimes, like during the middle of the week, you could have an awesome meal plan. Okay, you could prep all day long, but sometimes you just want Chick-fil-A. And then that one Chick-fil-A purchase turns into like Panera breakfast the next day, Wendy's for lunch the next day, going to the mall to the food court that evening to eat. And then it just starts adding up, like those little charges of $4.24 here, $15.67 here. After a month's worth of time, that will add up and it will eat your eating out budget away. So that's why for me, it's like, I have to do the meal plan, then I have to prep like more than normal. Like I have to prep everything in order for me to just stay on it and stay motivated. And then I have to find like different recipes that will motivate me to cook. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to cook, but do I get burned out of eating like steamed broccoli and grilled chicken and rice? Yeah, I do. And my kids do too. Like last night we had chicken, roasted Brussels sprouts, and sweet potatoes, a baked sweet potato. And it was the second night we had it. And Zara sat down and she was like, oh, again, mommy. I mean, it hurt my feelings. It did. I got all in my feelings. Like, what do you mean again, mommy? I work. I put a hot meal on the table for you. And you want to say to me, oh, again, mommy? Yeah, I was in my feelings, but I had to get myself together. I mean, she is 4 years old. She does not understand. So I was just like, well, honey, eat your food and I will let you play with the glow stick in the bathtub. And, you know, it was a deal. Like, it just, you know, she agreed. So, but seriously, yeah, eating out is tough. How do you budget ahead for the month when you are paid weekly? Hi, Victoria. Okay, so do you know, is it an, do you know what your weekly payment income is going to be each week? Because if you know what your weekly income is going to be, then it's pretty easy to just estimate. But if you have an irregular income where you just don't know what it's going to be, I would suggest taking like a 6-month average. And if it's a brand new job and you have no idea, I would take an industry average. You can look online to see what the average salary is in your area for a certain profession and then go from there. I'm never home usually and there's no time to cook. I work 2 jobs, so my townhouse is just storage. Wow, girl, hats off to you. That's no joke right there. I understand. And if that's the case, and here's another thing with tweaking the Dave Ramsey style. If you know that you are not going to stay on your eating out budget, and what you allocated for eating out is just too small, then increase your budget, but you're gonna have to pay for it somewhere else. So maybe you'll have to pay for it in personal spending or miscellaneous funds, or cut back on your phone. You know, don't use a smartphone. You know, cut back on. Trying to think what else. So you just have to compensate that with something else. You know, so if you know that eating out, you just need a lot of money for eating out, then you cut back on your groceries and then cut back on something else to make up for that difference. Good afternoon. Thank you. Hi, Rachel. Eating out is a big deal for us too. We're on the road driving to after school activities till like 9. Ooh, Tracy, I understand. My best friend, her son was doing football this season, and she literally had like 3 or 4 times a week, she would be out there on the football field until like 8 o'clock at night. And what she would do is in the morning time, she would literally, she works from home full time, but she still works. So in the morning time, she would literally have to make a dinner and then like pack it up in coolers or whatever, however thermostats or whatever. And they would literally eat it on the fields because she'd be out there until 8 o'clock. And she has a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So yeah, and it does suck. I mean, the things we do for our kids, right? It has to be done. So you just have to change your lifestyle or make adjustments to just get it done. It's a small season of life too. So I always try to look at the positive things. Like I try to look at the good things that I like about this season and focus on that instead of all the hardships. You know, I know a lot of people say this is the lost years that my husband and I are in, because I feel like our girls like suck up everything. I mean, they're in our beds. Like, I know this is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, but they come in our room in the middle of the night and they sleep with us and they wake me up constantly throughout the night. I constantly get a kick in the face. I get I'm hungry, or I peed, or all of that. I get it every single night. And so, but you know, they're only going to be this small one time. And I have to find the positive in that. Do I want to just cuddle with my husband in the bed sometimes by myself? Yes. Okay. But I have to look at the fact that my girls will only be this little, this one time. And I just have to snuggle on them and deal with it pretty much. Just have to take it. Let's see. Good afternoon. Eating out is a big deal for us too. We're on road after school. Okay, I read that one. Minor expenses. What do you mean by minor expenses, Terry? You mean like miscellaneous stuff that like randomly comes up? Or do you mean like big, like minor expenses as in like, you know, stuff for your home or stuff that you just haven't scheduled? Hi, you're great. Yes, eating out is a big money waster for us. Yes, Marcy. Yes, it is, girl. And we're going to work on that for 2017, guys. I have a lot of stuff in store for 2017. I'm so excited. I've been working so hard, and I want to make sure that I'm going to deliver the stuff that you guys need to have a better relationship with money and to have financial success. Like, I'm so passionate. I get fired up about it. And I have to be honest, like, I love my job. I love my career as a business analyst. And I love the road that I've taken for the last 10 years to become a senior business analyst. But there is something about, you know, personal finance, teaching people how to get out of debt, motivating others to financial freedom, that just lights this fire inside of me that like I cannot even explain, guys. Like, I think about it all the time. Like, what can I do better? How can I serve you guys? Like, what can I offer you guys? Like, I am so passionate about it. And I really, truly do. And I know this sounds cheesy, guys, but trust me, I really care about all of your financial futures. Like, I care about it. I want everybody to have that feeling of comfort when it comes to money. I want you to have that feeling of comfort instead of that feeling of being overwhelmed or anxious or anything like that, because it just feels so freeing. Like, I cannot explain how powerful it is to not have to worry about debt and your future when it comes to money. Because when you have the right systems and plans in place, guys, regardless of your income, when you have the right systems and plans in place, you don't have to worry, you know? And there's a lot of things that go into that, but okay, something I don't get about budgeting is simple. Like, my son grows 2 inches in a month and needs new pants and shoes, not in the budget, but needed. How does that work? Well, Marcy, what you need to do is, okay, so if you know that your son is just in this growth spurt right now, this year is probably going to be a growth spurt for him. You need to include that in the budget. Maybe shop secondhand. It doesn't have to be a large budget, but shop secondhand. And then, like I said, it needs to be, you need to make up for it someplace else. Okay. So when you think about your expenses, let's just do it for simple math. If you have $100 coming in and $100 going out, you can't increase the $100 going out. You have to keep that. Whether that $100 going out is for bills, savings for your future, sinking funds, whatever, you got $100 coming in and $100 going out. You cannot increase that $100 going out. So it has to be made up someplace else, okay? And that's another thing that I like to push is, like, zero-based budgeting to me is the only form of budgeting that is proven that works. Okay, so you have to assign your money a job. You have to assign a job to your money. So if you know that your son is going to be growing a lot, you've got to fit it in the budget somewhere, make it up someplace else. It's just a short period of time. So even if you have to sacrifice your own personal allowance, because I know we've had to do that before, it sucks. But like I said, small season of life, maybe you could just do it for a year or so, so that you have the funds to buy him stuff when he needs it, whether that be secondhand or hand-me-downs or whatever you need to do. I thought, I need to carry big bills. How do you say no to not below the miscellaneous budget? My husband is tired of hearing no. Hi, Shannon. I understand that too. Well, first of all, the miscellaneous budget it will eat your budget up if you have too big of a miscellaneous budget. And I went through that season for a little bit too, where I kept increasing. I noticed that miscellaneous expenses would come up and I kept just putting it to the miscellaneous budget, and we were like going over the miscellaneous budget, and I didn't like that. So what you have to do, you have to keep your miscellaneous budget as small as you can get it. So if you know that there's a reoccurring expense in there somewhere, you need to just create a new category for that and have that be its own categorized budget. And as far as your husband getting tired of saying no, I've been there too. You've got to help him see the bigger picture. Okay. You're not going to say no forever. Realize how many things you could say yes to if you follow through, okay, with your budget. Realize how much you could say yes to in the future if you just say no for this small period of time. To me, it's worth it. And how do you get someone else to see that? Well, I guess it depends on the person, but case studies work. Showing him, the possibilities of the future if you stay on this would work. To me personally, I know these would work on my husband. Most men are very visual, so lay it out and show them what, if you stay on this plan, what's capable of in the future. Could you talk a little bit about sinking funds? What's the best way to pick which funds to save for, where to save them, account for how much is in each one ongoing? Hi, Laura. Okay, so sinking funds save lives, guys. I'm not kidding. Sinking funds will save your financial life. Okay, sinking funds is what saved us from having to get back into debt over and over and over again over the years, since we became debt-free back in 2014. And as far as choosing your sinking funds, I have stuff coming out soon that's going to tell you exactly like what sinking funds are mandatory for me and my family, but you've got to assess your own situation to see what sinking funds are mandatory. Like, what do you know you're going to have to spend money on, regardless of, how much you trim your budget or whatever, you're going to have to spend money on this. Like for us, one of those is car maintenance. Our cars are older, and I know for sure we are spending this much money on car maintenance each year, around this much, and I've got to save that money, okay? And I have to track it. I have a brand new template coming out that's going to be easier for you guys to understand and track your sinking funds. But it's important for you to start thinking about it now, like assessing, okay, look back at your expenses for this past year to see what you spent a lot of money on that wasn't budgeted for, and then create a sinking fund for it. Because like I said, it saves you from taking that hit in that month that it comes, and then it saves you from getting back into debt. And as far as where to save them at, I save mine in a money market account. I have one savings account, and I track each individual category in Excel. I think I have a video for that. And I will go back and add a card to that here once we're done streaming. We are decorating as we moved house. I was going to do, but we have found it is not my gluten issue that is causing my bloating. It's because we are expecting again. So we had to call someone in. Well, congratulations, Rachel. Let's see. Where am I? Oops, I lost where I was. Oops. Tracy, I'm here with you. Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta go back up. I lost where I was. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Tracy said, thanks. I want to do that too. My husband wants to keep saving for retirement, and we also have college for one kid next year. Okay, so that's one thing I don't agree with Dave Ramsey on, is stopping. Like, if you work somewhere where they do 401k matching, I wouldn't stop. I never stopped putting that money in there, and I'm glad I didn't. And I know my future self will be glad I didn't. I always put money in there. Now, as far as saving separately, like if you work for someplace or a company that doesn't do 401k matching, then don't worry about it right now. But if you work somewhere where they do matching, then I would still invest. But other than that, don't do any investing on your own. Focus on, you know, your debts. I cut down the cable, but still struggling. Yeah, girl, cable. Ooh, don't get me started on cable. I cannot stand DirecTV. And the only reason why I have it, it's like a treat to my husband, a treat to have the NFL package. Can't stand it. If he didn't want the NFL package so desperately, I would have been cut cable and just streamed everything online. Let's see. My husband's income is not always the same. It's sometimes hard to know exactly what we can spend and have enough. Hey, Marcy. Okay, so when you're dealing with irregular incomes, like I said, you always have to use an average. Even if he makes more than what the average is for a particular month, just bank that extra in for future months. And then for future months, if he doesn't make as much as the average is. But if you have the history of what he's made for the past year, just take an average of that. Let's see. Sorry guys, I am listening. Oh, someone said Christy. Oh, I didn't know Christy. Hi, Christy. My YouTube bestie's in here from the former Mrs. Jones. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, which I'm sure most of you are, make sure you go subscribe. Someone said, Christy, I love that you and Gia are YouTube besties, my two favorite channels. Oh, thank you, Parisa. I hope I'm saying your name right. My issues concern my family. On disability due to health issues. Fam wants to move / buy a home, but depend on me to do it all. My credit is sub 600 and can't get them to budget. What can I do? Okay, I have a whole video coming up all about credit score and credit, okay? But honestly, you've got to do what's right for you. Don't let anybody pressure you, and that includes your family, guys. And I know sometimes that's hard to hear, but when you are passionate and you are doing, you know what's best for your family, and you've been on this plan or you created a plan, don't let anybody influence you or deter you from that, because it's not worth it, and they'll thank you in the end. You could try turning in the clothes he's outgrowing into consignment shops for store credit for the new clothes. That's a good point, Chelsea. I should have said that too. I think it was Marcy who asked what she needs to do because her son outgrows clothes every month. Definitely save them, especially the ones that are in good condition, and sell them to consignment. Hi, Gia. Have you moved to YNAB, or do you still use Excel spreadsheet? If so, can you make an updated video? I still use my Excel spreadsheet because I love it so much. I'm cheap. I am cheap. I don't want to buy it. I don't know. I just don't want to buy the software. I like to just know that since I started our debt-free journey back in 2011, I have every single budget that we've created, every category, how much we've spent going back to 2011. I have a tracking how much we've saved in our sinking fund from where we started to where we are now in our savings account. I just like having it all housed in one spreadsheet because I'm just an Excel nerd. Okay, I said it, okay? I'm an Excel nerd. I love Excel. I live for Excel. And I just, I may purchase it just so that I can show people another option on how to use that if they're more comfortable using that instead of Mint. But I feel like Mint does the same thing for free. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I've never used You Need a Budget software or anything like that. But I'm just really comfortable with Mint at this point in time. Love this live vid, Gia. Your channel is great. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I think Gia uses Mint. I use Mint. Yes, I do use Mint. I love Mint. I feel safe in there. You can see what your net worth is in there. I just really like Mint. I started using Capital One 360 savings. I use Capital One 360 as well. Love it. Let's see. What's your advice on continuing motivation on keeping a budget? Well, my advice is this. Once you have a budget that you've fallen in love with, yes, I said fallen in love. I've fallen in love with my budget. I've had the same system. It took me a little bit to develop it, but I've had the same system that I've fallen in love with. Once you've fallen in love with, you don't need the motivation because it's just a part of your life. Just like you don't need motivation to brush your teeth, you will not need motivation to stay on your budget or to even create a budget once you've fallen in love with it. And that's my goal with my channel, is to teach you guys how to fall in love with your budget. Because once you do that, it's like a part of your life. Just like you don't need motivation to shower, you don't need motivation to eat. It's like a part of your life. And I think it needs a part of everybody's life. You know, regardless of what your income is, everybody needs a budget. I don't care if you, okay, well, maybe Bill Gates, because he has a lot of money. But for normal people, okay, for middle-class Americans, every middle-class American needs to be on a budget. Not just Americans, but worldwide. Like, we all need to strive to financial success. There's no reason why we all need to be struggling living paycheck to paycheck. Like I said, I don't care what your income is. Because if you're struggling living paycheck to paycheck, there's something wrong with your lifestyle. You're paying for your lifestyle. You know, Lydia Sen from her channel's Lydia Sen, love her channel. She posted a comment on the 5 scary money statistics. And I had talked about in that video how, you know, people just keep up with Joneses and how the middle class carries the most debt. And she was saying that she read the same statistic, that the middle class carries the most debt because they're living they're paying for it with debt for a lifestyle. They're paying to increase their lifestyle with every little increase they get. And it's something that I want to fight against. It's something that I want to teach people not to fall victim to, because it's literally that serious. Like keeping up with the Joneses and Chrissy, if you're still on, you can agree. I know you agree with me on this, will tear you down. Not only will it tear you down financially, it tears down your self-esteem. Okay, why do you feel like you need to compete with your neighbor, you know, or your friends, or you've got to keep up with a certain lifestyle to prove to people what? What are you proving? You're proving that you know how to get yourself into debt. Everybody knows how to do that. You know, prove to people that you can build your wealth. That's what's important. Okay, let's see what else. You and Frugal in the Prairie have inspired me to start my own blog and YouTube channel. I posted my first 2 videos and look forward to collabs in the future. Oh, Joy, that's awesome. I love hearing that, guys. That is awesome. You know, YouTube's a great platform. I love it. I really, really enjoy getting to know you guys and sharing with you guys. You know, so if you ever have any like requests, or you want to see me talk about certain things, don't hesitate to, even if you don't want to leave a comment, email me and let me know. You know, like today, I'm going to be filming a video. I haven't decided, okay, because my freezer is a hot, funky mess. Okay, does anybody else have freezer problems? Type a 1 if you agree with me, okay? That my freezer is a hot mess. If anybody else has a hot mess freezer, type a 1. Hashtag hot mess freezer. I would show you guys, but I'm on my computer, but it's all over the place. So I bought Catherine from Doing on a Dime. Love her channel. She posted recently some freezer organization, and it totally motivated me. And they just opened a Dollar Tree, like literally right around the corner from me. I love Dollar Tree. So I went there and got the things that she said to do. And I was thinking about filming that. Do you guys want to see it? And I was thinking about filming another cleaning video because I've got to clean my bathrooms. If you guys want to see that, type 1. Or type of 2, sorry, type of 2 if you want to see the freezer organization and the cleaning. Because sometimes, I don't know, like sometimes I don't know what you guys want to see. Like, you know, my passion's about budgeting, and I will always talk about that and about being a working mom, you know. But what else do you guys want to see? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you guys are typing yeses. Okay, good, good. So I'm gonna film that for you guys today. And then something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Wait, let me see if there's any more questions first, because I don't want to. Gia, does your hubby do the monthly meeting with you? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. We don't do monthly meetings. We do quarterly meetings because he's just not, like, at this point, he trusts me to do the monthly. I mean, it's really just reconciling because, like, as I've said before, I do an annual budget, a monthly budget, and a monthly budget. And from there, it's just the reconciliation from there. And so every quarter, though, we do meet and I discuss, you know, what's been going on, how we've been doing, if we need to work on something, or if we're spending too much money here, or if we have some extra income, where should we allocate it that in our sinking funds? So we do it quarterly. Let me see if there's any other questions, and then I want to talk to you guys about something. Someone says, what is Capital One 360? Abby. Capital One 360 is an online bank. Well, it used to be ING, and I was with them back when it was ING. And it's like an online checking account, savings account. They have investment accounts. I love Capital One 360. And I will leave a link to it. I will find a link and leave a link to it down below. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have any other questions? Mm-hmm. Hot mess freezer. How do I start doing multiple income streams and not go insane? Hey Terry, what do you mean? Like have an extra, like a side hustle? Is that what you mean? If you mean side hustle, I mean, there's plenty of ways to have a side hustle. YouTube is a side hustle. Having a blog, opening up an Etsy store if you're crafty or talented in that area. I did a whole video about side hustles on my channel. If you just search for side hustles on my channel, you'll find it. I'd love to see videos setting up online savings accounts such as Capital One 360 and how they differ from traditional banks. That's a good idea. Let me write that down, Chanel. I can definitely do that and show you guys the benefits of that. Let's see. Hi, Gia. I'd love to see videos on. Okay, sorry, read that. Your girl closet makeover helped me, my girl's closet, and the system is working. Loving your video like that. Oh, awesome. Girl, that redo saves me too. And you know, honestly, I'm starting, like, if anybody's read the KonMari method, the KonMari book, what is the life-changing magic of tidying up? I have the book here, but I don't want to leave you guys to show you. But okay, I'm going to show you really quick. Hold on. Don't move. Don't move. Okay. Excuse the mess in the background too, because, you know, I don't know why I have my headphones in. It's not hearing me. Excuse the mess in the background, but this is the book. Okay. And this is the book that motivated me to clean the girls' closets out. It's by KonMari. And honestly, guys, it has been so awesome. I'm not even lying. I love to fold the girls' clothes because I know exactly where everything needs to be. I love to keep their closet the way it is. I know exactly what they're going to wear every day. It really helps me a lot. And I'm slowly doing the rest of my house. My closet, my master closet, is a huge pain point for me. And my goal is, even though I have so much on my plate right now, redoing it by the end of the year. I mean, pulling everything out, doing a major purge. I want to I call it the YouTube closet organizing, because everybody on YouTube has the same IKEA closet organizers. It's so pretty. All the beauty gurus have it in their beauty room. It's so pretty. I want to get some of those, just a couple of those. I mean, I'm not trying to make a beauty room or anything like that, but just something to organize my clothes so that I'm happy to fold them and put them away like I am for my girls. Let's see. Hey Gia, did you see the questions about how to budget for your hair? Oh, I didn't see that one. I'm sorry, I didn't see. Did did you see the questions about budgeting for a sew-in? I'm interested in how you budget for hair too. I got to an expensive guy. I go to an expensive guy, but everyone else messes up my hair. I didn't see the sew-in question. Wait, let me go back. Okay. Nancy asked, Gia, can you please help me? Your hair always looks nice. How do I budget for sew-in? I'm new to budgeting. Okay, so when it comes to hair, okay, and now to my Caucasian ladies, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but hair can be very expensive. Okay, this hair expensive. Okay, I just keep it real with you guys. It's all good. Sew-ins, wigs, and just hairstylists in general. I mean, everybody could relate to that. Some hairstylists cost a lot of money. And what you need to do is it worth it? If you are deep in your journey right now, is it worth spending? I mean, I know people who could easily spend thousands with an S of dollars on their hair in 1 year. Easy, easy. I know some people who go to the salon every week, get their hair washed, blow dried, and flat iron, and spend $60 a week. $60 a week for 52 weeks. That's a little bit insane to me. I know people who spent like $400 or $500 on a sew-in every 6 weeks. That's crazy. So what I would suggest is this. If you're deep in your journey, it's a sacrifice that you're going to have to make. And if you cannot sacrifice it, just like I say for everything else, you have to make up for it someplace else. And you can't make up for it with your savings. So if you want to have a really nice sew-in, an expensive sew-in, and when I say sew-in, I don't know if everybody knows what that means. Sew-in is when it's not your real hair and you're sewing in, extensions, okay? Then you're going to have to give something up, whether it be a phone, your phone service. You're going to have to give that up. I wouldn't give up any savings, okay? But you're going to have to give up something like your personal allowance, cable, your phone service. Something else is going to have to shopping for clothes. Something is going to have to make up for that. And it's up to you to decide if it's worth it. Let me see. I did. Love to see. Okay, I've read that one. Sorry. You sound more clear with the headphones. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me put that back in. Sorry. I have my mic on. Is this okay? Can you guys hear me? Maybe I'll put this back in. I'm a single mom. I really want to start paying off debt and have more of a savings that I don't touch. I've started reducing the few bills I can, but it wasn't much help. Any tips? Do you have a side hustle, Chelsea? If you can get a side hustle, that would help to bring in some extra income. If you've cut as much as you can, but you still want to save more, get a side hustle if you can. I know as a single mom, you probably can't, with time, get a second job that has you physically, trading your time for like now is the time to do it, if anything, because the online industry is just not going anywhere. So anybody could find a side hustle online, in my advice. So I guess I have my microphone, but I guess it's not working. Great question, Chelsea. I'm in the same boat. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I don't know. I think I'm back up. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, sorry. I don't know what was going on with my computer there for a second. Okay, am I back? Am I back? I don't know if I'm back. Okay, I am back. Okay, thanks, Joy. Okay, Chelsea said, I don't have a side hustle. I don't really want to get a part-time job because that would take away time with him. Who is him? Your son, I'm assuming? Exactly. That's why I said, I mean, when I say side hustle, I mean doing your own thing on the side, not like going to try to get a part-time job somewhere randomly for the holiday season. I'm talking like start a YouTube channel, start a blog. Everybody's talented in something, you know what I mean? So it's like, you've got to find what you're talented in and then try to monetize that to get some side hustle and even maybe turn into full-time income. Everybody has a passion or everybody's good at something. It's just finding that to get a side hustle, and you can do it on your own time. You can do it when the kids go to bed. You can do it. Am I back? Oh, okay. You can do it, in the morning time early. Oh, speaking of that, guys, I've been getting up at 5 a.m. lately and exercising to fit my time into exercise. And it feels so good. I think I'm going to do a video about that because there's something about waking up before everybody else in the house and getting something for yourself done, whether it be your me time or exercising or just having a devotional time. It's like so amazing. I feel great. I'm not tired. Like, I feel like I have a lot of energy. I feel like I'm in a much better mood. Like, it's really, really good. Let's see. Fiverr is a great place to start a side hustle. Yes, girl. Hey, pennies into pearls. Hey, girl. Yes, Fiverr is an awesome place. Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. To showcase your talents. Charge somebody $5, $10 if you know how to, say you're really good at writing resumes. You can charge people like $20 to rewrite their resume a pop. That's some good extra money if you get, 10 clients a month. That's some really good extra money. So you should really think about it. Look at Fiverr. There's so many different ways to get a side hustle. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. As a student at university, what advice would you give me to prepare myself for the future with my finances? Is to stay out of debt, Alexa. Okay. If you can stay away from student loans, that would be a really, really good bump for you, for your financial future. And it would set you up for success, is to stay away from student loans and credit cards while you're in college. I know a lot of people don't, and that most people can't. And even if you can't stay away from student loans, then stay away from credit cards. Even though working your way out of college, to me, is the best route to go. Oh, my husband and I really want another child, but are still in baby step 2. Is it crazy that we don't want a huge age gap? Help. I understand that, Nikki. I understand that. You're in baby step 2. How far along are you in baby step 2? Can you add in the expense of a child right now? Because honestly, an age gap of 2 years as opposed to 4 years, are you really going to be like that upset? Like, of course not. When the Lord blesses you with another child, regardless if the age gap is 2 years or 6 years, it's still going to be an amazing blessing to you and your family. And what would be even a bigger blessing is if you bring your children in this world with a plan to become debt-free or close to becoming debt-free. It'll be less stressful for you and your husband, and it'll be less of a stressful environment for your children. Money is the #1 cause of divorce. Not to say that you and your husband are, arguing about money or anything like that, but I'm just saying that if you are debt-free, that's another thing you don't have to worry about. It's enough. We, as a mothers, we have enough on our plates, right? To worry about our husbands and our children. And to make sure everything's in place. So to not have that extra stress on our back about debt is a huge plus. I'm not telling you not to, of course, when the Lord blesses you with a child, he's going to bless you with a child. But, really think about your finances and your plan and how close you are to your goal. Are side hustles really worth it if it brings your tax bracket up and you'll have to pay more taxes? Hey, Aaron. Okay, so you got to think about it this way. Like, for instance, YouTube is a side hustle for me right now. And am I going to have to pay taxes on what I've earned? Yes. But I get to write off a lot of what I bought this year too. Like all the equipment that I've purchased. I just purchased lighting. I'm going to get ready to write that off. I developed my website. There's a lot of expenses that I've purchased this year. I've actually probably used almost everything that I've earned from YouTube investing in myself in this business that I'm trying to create, or that I am creating. So that's a write-off. But to me, in the long run, it's worth it. Is it worth it for you to pay off your debt sooner, regardless if you have to pay taxes on it or not? To me, yes. Okay, because you don't have to do it forever. I mean, unless you want it to be forever. It's just a small season of life that you're going to be doing this side hustle for, and then, you know, help you pay off your debt more. And you're going to have to pay taxes on it, sure. But, you know, and it also depends on what the side hustle is, if it's worth it, your time, you know, because I, for the longest time, thought side hustles weren't worth it for my time. You know, I work full time. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, you know, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, you know, I really have time for a side hustle? But I'm here to tell you, it's worth it. At least for me. Yeah, you'll still be ahead, Tracy said. I agree, Tracy. You'll still be ahead. Even, I mean, I think, I know for YouTube, if you make more than $400 for the year, then you're gonna have to pay taxes on it. And to me, say you make the $400, you got to pay 40% of that, which is what? Like $300. That's still an extra $300, right? Well, no, wait. I swear, guys, I am good with numbers, but just with calculator. 40% of 200 is what? $150? I don't know. To me, it's still worth it. Speaking of Costco, I just got a membership. Awesome, Dana. You're going to love Costco, girl. You know how much I love Costco. You are going to love it. Love it. Are you able to write off anything from your Costco hauls? Honestly, Joy, that is the question of the century. I have no idea, because this will be my first time having to pay taxes with my YouTube income. So I have no idea. I know for sure I can write off, you know, the camera. I got another camera earlier this year. I got a GoPro. I haven't used it for my YouTube videos yet. And I got some lighting and stuff like that. And I've paid for some other things, but I have no idea if you can write off like what you actually talk about in your videos. That's a great question. I'm in Canada. Okay, Erin, it may be different in Canada. I don't know what your tax laws are in Canada, but either way, like what someone said, who said that you're never going to pay 100% of your taxes back, right? You're still going to get some sort of extra income. And if that pays down, helps you pay down your debt even quicker, then I think it's worth it. I get up at 5 for my sanity. My children are full on all day, every day. And there are 4 of them and 1 of me. I understand, Rachel. Yeah. I understand. It feels so good to just get back to exercising. I feel energized throughout the day. I cannot express how good it feels. At first, when I thought of getting up at 5 o'clock, I'm like, oh, I never feel like it, but I'm so happy that I do immediately after my workout's done. Okay, so listen, really quick, because I know I don't want to suck up all of your time, but what do you guys think about Vlogmas? Do you think I should do it? And my feelings won't get hurt if you say no. Please just tell me. I mean, it's a lot of work. It is. I don't even think I finished last year. I was thinking about filming from like Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve, and I would post a video every single day. Like, that's a little bit daunting when I even think about it. Yes. Okay, sorry. Let me see. Hi, Gia. What state are you in? I live in Georgia. Yes, what is that? Parisa, it's okay. So Vlogmas is when you vlog during the holidays, or some people call it Vlogadays. Some people call it Vlogmas. But it's just when you vlog during the holidays, like it's a video every day. But see, the thing is with Vlogmas, I feel like you guys would get bored. I mean, I'm really not that exciting. We don't live exciting lives. I mean, it's a good way for me to show my routines, I guess, every day. I know you guys really liked my work from home mom morning routine. I guess it's a good way to show that. But I don't know. Do a once a week recap in Vlogmas. I think those are better. Yeah, that's a good idea. What do you guys think about that? Once a week, like a weekly vlog. for Vlogmas. Have you seen Organized Christmas? Free online program with emails, printables, and schedule makes it fun. I have not. I have not seen that, Organized Christmas. Maybe just 2 to 3 days a week, so it won't be too much for you. Yeah, maybe. Don't overburden yourself. I love watching vlogs, but they are a lot of work. I have seen someone do a once a week thing and thought it was great. Hey, Pennies, girl, yeah, since Pennies into Pearls is a fellow YouTuber, and yes, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work to edit every day. Maybe I'll do the weekly ones. I think that would be cool. I really like, do any of you guys follow What's Up Moms channel? Let's see. Good morning, Jay. You mentioned Christy as a good person to follow. Do you have a recommendation for any others? Recommendation of any other personal finance YouTubers? Because we can talk all day about YouTubers. You know, I'm a longtime YouTube subscriber to many, many, many channels. So where are you talking about, personal finance YouTubers or just my overall favorite YouTubers? Let's see. Okay, so Tracy's never seen What's Up Mom. I love their channel. And she does like this quick little vlog of a day in life. It's like literally 3 or 4 minutes. It's just little snippets, and she puts the time snap at the bottom. If I were to vlog every day, it would have to be something like that. Maybe not to spend too much during the holiday season. Yes, I've been talking about that in the last couple, like my Christmas hacks video. I talked about that in the Christmas and the Costco price comparison vlogs. Freedom in a Budget. She's good. She is. Jennifer or Kelly, excuse me, from Freedom in a Budget. Financial people. Okay, so yes, I do have a. So Abby said, do you have a list of favorite YouTubers? I do have a list of favorite YouTubers, and then there's a lot of financial YouTubers out there. Can't see or hear anymore. Okay, can you guys hear me? Type a 1 if you can hear me. Let's see. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yes. Okay. So somebody said His and Her Money. Okay. So for financial YouTubers, I'll tell you this. Of course, Christy from her channel is the former Mrs. Jones. She was so kind to me when I first started my YouTube channel, and I'm just so grateful for her, and I love her spirit. She's so sweet. And her husband just recently finished baby step 3B. So you definitely want to follow her. Okay, so someone else is His and Her Money, Ty and Talit. I mean, who doesn't love them, right? Ty is so sweet. She was so kind to me. I love my husband and I did an interview for her for their podcast earlier, actually about a year ago now. It's posted on their YouTube channel as well. Love her channel. I love Our Life on a Budget. Angela's really sweet. Her and her husband were actually on Dave Ramsey's show, and they met Dave Ramsey and they did their debt-free scream on their show. Who else? I like Mike and Lauren. I really, really like Mike and Lauren. I think that they are so cool, such a cool couple, and they have like an alternative living style, more or less like Mr. Money Mustache, where it's like just not into consumer spending and just living like on the road on an RV and staying debt free. Their channel is really cool. I like them. Who else? Let me see. Oh, you gotta go to work. Okay, Tracy, have a good day. Okay, we're gonna wrap up soon. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting other people. Who else am I thinking about? There are tons. There's a ton of financial channels. Freedom in a Budget, Kelly, Wendy Valencia. Who else? There's a ton of personal finance videos now. Gazelle Intense, Budget Girl. As far as a Frugal Chic, yes, love her. Nicole from Frugal Chic, I forgot. Yep, love her. Her channel's great. Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm not sure. But there are a ton. There are tons. Maybe we should do, I really would love to do a collaborative Debt-Free Friday, or just a collaborative personal finance videos with some of the top personal finance, Dave Ramsey inspired channels, or we can do a live kind of hangout thing. That would be great. Yeah, I love Mike and Lauren too. Okay, so some of my favorite YouTubers, like outside of the personal finance genre, are, I love Casey Neistat's my favorite YouTuber, hands down. He's so inspiring. Love his channel. I love Catherine from Do It on a Dime. I think her spirit is so sweet. It's so kind. She's so kind. I really like her channel. I love Pretty Neat Living. Jen, Organized Like Jen. Oh, she used to be Organized Like Jen back in the day. It's kind of sad though. I've seen her stop posting as much lately because she just, there was a lot of YouTube cyberbullying going on in her channel, and that's really sad. But I still follow her on our social media accounts, and seeing her have her daughter and her little girl, that's cool. Who else do I love? Like, oh, How Jen Does It. Yes. Marcy, yes, I do follow. I've been following How Jen Does It since when she had like only 5,000 subscribers. I've been following her from the very beginning. And to watch the growth of her channel so fast has been really, really fun. Whenever I need a little motivation to clean, that's where I go. How Jen Does It. She's very, very sweet too. Very kind. Casey, I love him too. Yeah, Casey and I have completely different lifestyles. I mean, completely. Like, we probably have nothing in common besides the fact that he has a daughter and I have two. But I just love his editing style. He puts so much time in the production of his videos, and to produce that every day is so inspiring, and it's fun to watch. Can you please do more live? I really enjoy these. Awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it, guys. I'm here to serve you all, and I plan on doing more of these in the future. And I just want to know what your pain points are and what you're struggling with, so I can come up with stuff to help you guys. So I guess I'll wrap up there, and maybe I will do a Vlogmas weekly thing. We'll see. I got to talk to my husband about it because it is a lot. We'll see how he does with it, what he says. Yes, live is awesome. Christy, okay, so listen, you got to do live with me. I mean, I know how to do it now with two people, so maybe we should do a live video, maybe a live Q&A. Question: do you believe in tithing while getting out of debt? Yes, I do. I believe we gave the entire time, and we give a lot at Christmas times too. We like to pay off people's their layaways. So honestly, the Lord has blessed me so much that I cannot even fathom not giving back and trying to be a blessing to someone else. It's just a part of who we are. So yes, we have. Eating out multiple times. They're clearly very wealthy. Yeah, Casey's getting paid from YouTube, okay? I'll tell you that much. Casey Neistat is getting paid from YouTube. So yeah, he eats out nonstop, uses his credit card nonstop. I don't know if they live a debt-free lifestyle or anything like that, but he is definitely inspiring. Oh, Gia. Hi, Gia. I love your channel. Have a fab weekend. Thank you. You guys have an awesome weekend. What are your plans this weekend? Tell me in the chat box. Do you guys have anything planned for this week? So this weekend for us, this is like one of the first weekends we haven't had too much to do, but my husband's birthday was earlier this week, so we're gonna go out and celebrate that. And just spend time with the girls at home. I'm gonna try to organize, get more stuff done. Listen, the end of the year is coming, and there's so much I want to do before the end of the year that I've got to utilize that time on the weekends. Super live chat makes it feel like we're all friends hanging out. We are friends, Shannon. We are. You guys are my friends. I mean, I don't know how else I need to tell you guys this. You guys are all my friends. How do you pay off someone's layaway? Do you go into the store and pay? Lauren, yes, Lauren, that's what we do. So my husband and I pick a time. We usually have to do it really early because I know for Walmart, they make you pay your layaways off, I think in the middle of December. It changes every year, so I always call to make sure. So I go in, and I usually pick someone who has a lot of toys for like kids like the same age as my girls, and we usually pay off 2 or 3. And you just go in and you just pay it. YouTube girlfriends, hey. I'm doing a no spend November, but I'll have a potluck with some friends at home. That's a really good idea. No spend. I know in my Facebook group, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, guys, join my Facebook group. The link is down below. And I think they're doing a no spend November. Yeah, a couple of them are doing no spend November. So there's not a like no spend September, like spend-tember. There's nothing for November, but definitely you can do it. I'm speaking at a conference in London tomorrow. Awesome, Rachel. Can't add links here. Just go on YouTube and type in Casey Neistat. Oh yeah, if anybody doesn't know who Casey Neistat is, I mean, he's pretty much like one of the biggest YouTubers right now. I mean, he's blown up over the past year. Yeah, if you search for Casey Neistat, his last name is spelled Neistat. You'll see who I'm talking about. Going to free movies at a theater grand opening in Los Angeles. Wow, you guys are like really cool. Way cooler than me. Pennies into Pearls is a great inspiration for no spend months. Yes, she is. Make sure you go check her channel out. Pennies into Pearls, duh. She's another financial YouTuber. I'm sorry, Pennies into Pearls, girl. But yeah, everybody go check her channel out. Great inspiration in no spend September, and great inspiration if you're a one income family. I love this pay someone's layaway idea. Yeah, I will definitely incorporate that in my Vlogmas vlogs when I do them, and talk about that a little more. I talked about it last year when I did Vlogmas, but I definitely, you know, my audience is a lot bigger now, so I'll definitely talk about it then. Yes, I'm part of a Facebook group. Awesome. Be Christmas shopping for my mom, swimming lessons, family time. Yeah, that sounds fun, Erin. Family time is the best, for sure. All right, guys. Well, I have sucked up enough of your Friday morning. We will definitely have to do this again. Listen, I love you guys. I care about you guys. I want you guys to have an awesome weekend. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Let's see, now I got to figure out how to cut it off. Oh, how do I cut it off? Here we go.